If it was an MMA match, Tito would murder me.
Yeah.
It would be the most horrific beating you've ever seen. He would double leg me, smash me against the fence.
It'd be like a Habib smash.
And put his elbow. No, it'd be worse than that.
I'm talking to the schmo, the Huntington Beach bad boy right here. I'm gonna kick ass, take names with no prisoners.
In the world of MMA, there are fighters that intimidate, there are fighters that can blitz opponents with their skill, and then there are fighters that can strike fear into the very hearts of those that have the misfortune of stepping into the octagon with them. This man was known for being so brutal, so intimidating, that he would often dig his opponents' graves after dismantling them brutally in the ring. He was the Reaper of the Octagon. Born on January 23, 1975, into a tumultuous family, Tito Ortiz's early life was built on an unwavering determination and a fighting spirit that always made itself known in the face of adversity. It would end up serving him well, making him arguably the scariest fighter to ever step foot in the Octagon. Chapter 1. Tito's Early Days. Growing up in a neighborhood plagued by adversity, Ortiz faced his fair share of challenges. Yet, he possessed an innate resilience, refusing to succumb to the obstacles that stood in his way. It was this tenacity that shaped him into a formidable force, capable of evoking both respect and trepidation from those who crossed his path. From the outset, Ortiz's physical presence was nothing short of imposing. Standing tall at 6 feet 3 inches, he possessed a muscular build that just exuded power and athleticism. His physique was a testament to his relentless dedication to training, and it set the stage for his awe-inspiring performances inside the cage. Still a college student, Ortiz's debut took place at UFC 13, where he stepped into the cage as an amateur, driven by sheer passion and the burning desire to prove himself on the world stage. In a fierce display of skill and determination, Ortiz faced off against Wes Alberton in an alternate bout, leaving no doubts about his formidable presence. The fight ended abruptly, a referee's stoppage declaring Ortiz the victor. A mere 31 seconds into the first round, it was a taste of the greatness to come. Chapter 2. The beginning of his domination. Fortune favored Ortiz, granting him a shot in the light heavyweight final against Guy Mezger after Enson Inouye's injury forced him to withdraw. With an air of dominance, Ortiz initially dictated the tempo of the fight, asserting his will upon Mezger. However, fate proved fickle as the clock ticked away, and at the 2-minute mark of the first round, a guillotine choke submission stole victory from Ortiz's grasp.
He's got a shot at a guillotine choke. He's tapping out and Metzger wins it.
It was a bitter pill to swallow for the young talent, and one that would drive him to great success. His capture of the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship at UFC 25 marked the beginning of a reign that would see him sit at the top of the mountain for a long time to come. In a ferocious clash against Vanderlei Silva, the Octagon was engulfed in a whirlwind of violence as Ortiz unleashed his trademark tenacity and unmatched skill. Blow after bone-crushing blow, submission attempt after submission attempt, Ortiz emerged as the victor with a unanimous decision, solidifying his position as the new champion and laying down the gauntlet for future challengers. Ortiz would defend his title with a ferocity that seemed to transcend human limits. Ortiz's reign as the light heavyweight champion was a nightmare for anyone foolish enough to step foot into the cage with him. Time and time again, he demolished all comers, defending his belt an astonishing 5 times over 3 years. The aura of invincibility that surrounded Ortiz was suffocating as opponents trembled at the mere thought of facing his wrath. One of the most striking examples of Ortiz's dominance came in his defense against Yuke Kondo, a formidable adversary known for his technical prowess. But Ortiz, like a predator stalking its prey, dismantled Kondo with relentless aggression and calculated precision. Each strike was a thunderous declaration of his dominance, leaving Kondo battered and broken. When the fight finally came to a halt, Ortiz stood triumphant, his evil smile the stuff of nightmares. But it wasn't just the victories themselves that really served to heighten his reputation. It was the merciless, relentless manner
And he looks finely polished.
in which he dispatched his opponents, leaving an indelible mark of fear in the sport.
Here in the first 40 seconds.
Against Devin Tanner, Ortiz showcased a terrifying versatility, executing bone-crushing takedowns with surgical precision. The relentless ground and pound assault that followed was a symphony of violence, leaving Tanner battered and helpless. The TKO victory was a reminder to all that Ortiz was a force of nature, an unstoppable demon in the cage. In another clash that ignited a collective fervor, Ortiz unleashed his terrifying onslaught against Elvis Sanasic. Strikes rained down like hammer blows, grappling exchanges were suffocating, and the crowd watched in awe and horror as Sanasic crumbled under the weight of Ortiz's power.
It's become so much more than that.
But it was his final title defense that sent shockwaves through the sport, showcasing Ortiz's unyielding spirit and unwavering determination. The long-standing rivalry with Ken Shamrock reached its climax at UFC 61, a battle that fans all around the globe had been waiting for. Could Shamrock finally dispatch Ortiz? The anticipation was palpable, the atmosphere charged with fear and excitement. However, when the cage door closed, it was like Shamrock has been locked in a cage with a feral animal. Ortiz unleashed a ferocity that was truly jaw-dropping. With each strike, he crushed Shamrock's spirit, leaving no doubt about his superiority. The crushing TKO victory was the final stroke in Ortiz's reign of terror as the light heavyweight champion, leaving an irrepressible exclamation mark on his legacy. Chapter 3. He is different from other fighters. Ortiz's ability to endure and conquer in the face of adversity is what really set him above the rest. From his epic clashes with Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell to his victories over Vitor Belfort and Patrick Cote, Ortiz's knack for emerging triumphant from the darkest depths solidified his status as an icon of fear.
Manager Todd is literally digging a grave for the person he just beat, throwing their imaginary body in it, and covering them back up with the dirt.
I would bring that suffering into training. These guys are trying to take the food out of my kids' mouth. I took it personal, even if I did like the guy. It is a competition, but every time I fought, it was survival mode for me. As soon as we shake hands though, the hatred is gone. But two men enter, and only one man can be the winner. We're all physically talented, but mentally is what it comes to. And I think that's why I played the bad guy, just so I could get in a guy's mind. So, who do you think would be a good matchup for Tito these days? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.